The other choice would be BigQuery. You should also remember that this has a cluster running and you would be charged if this cluster kept on running. So you have to be very careful in your free account when you're using such services. Now we have clicked on this one, so I can select this one, and basically I can look at the permissions, I can look at the labels, I can look at inherited permissions here. I can also click on my instance which we created, and either you can edit or you can just do a delete. So as of now, we will just delete this, which needs you to give in the name. So we'll say AUA test BT and then click on delete. So whenever you're trying out different services, the first approach should be setting up these different services, seeing how they work, basically trying connecting to them. And once you are satisfied with the initial test, then you can plan your actions and come back and use the service for a longer duration. Now that's your big table, which is one of the offerings. We can go back into storage, and here you have other options which are available. So for example, we were in big table. You also have an option such as cloud data store. Now that's one more service which is offered by Google Cloud Platform when it comes to storage domain. So Google added software on top of big table which supports more than simple key value pairs. When you talk about secondary indexes, instead of just having one primary index, when you talk about asset properties for reliable transactions such as SQL query like language, so these features or these services were added to or on top of your big table, which gave birth to a new service which was released as Cloud Data Store. So this is where you have Cloud Data Store and you can select a Cloud Firestore mode. So you can go for a native mode, enable all Cloud Firestore's features with offline support, or you can go for Cloud's data store system on top of Cloud's Firestore. So these are different options here. And here we look at the API or scalability, engine support, how many writes it supports, and so on. You can choose one of these, and then you can choose where to store your data. So for example, if I click on this one, then it asks me to choose a location. So it says the location of your database affect its cost, availability, and durability. Choose a regional location, lower write latency, lower cost, or multi-region location. Here I can basically choose, for example, Europe, and then I can go ahead and create a database. So it says initializing Cloud Firestore in data store mode services in EU3. This usually takes a few minutes. You'll be redirected to your database once it is ready. So if we compare the pricing structure between Cloud Data Store and Cloud Big Table, always remember Cloud Data Store, you pay for monthly storage,